Dead meme.
Alright, so today Valheim has released the Mistlands update available to public test, so we're doing that now. And as you can see, this is probably unfamiliar to you. This guy, you're going to need that Yaglu thingy, and it turns into like some sort of spirit or soul. You hit Torn Spirit. So this wisp fountain, it looks like it's going to attract wisps. I'm not sure what to do with them yet. But it only functions at night. I don't know if it needs to be enclosed, but we'll find out soon enough. So we're going to let that do its thing. I've got a little bit of work on the farm to do. I've got some crops and stuff I can tend while I wait for nighttime to show up. But till then, I'll even show you there's a couple new projectiles that are referred to as missiles. So I imagine that's for a way more upgraded bow. I don't think a bow could use a missile. It's probably some sort of new weapon, but as I figure it out, I'll come back to it. Here we go. A visitor. So let's see what happens. I can I can pick up the wisp. New grasping recipe. So let's go see if we can do something with it. Alright, so it looks like the wisp light will be used to guide you through the thickets of mist. So I suspect this will make it possible to see in the mist in the Mistlands. I don't know how much people have been following, but it looks like it'll be tough to see in there. So hopefully you kept some silver. Alright, so I've crafted up this mist light, or wisp light, sorry. So I want you to keep an eye here at my maximum value, because I'm wearing the Menyord belt. And as you can see, it takes up that slot, right? So you're wishbone or the heavy belt or the light, right? You got to make a choice. So not amazing, but it is what it is. At least you know. So I'm gonna set sail looking for the Mistlands. I have this little mist buddy, the wisp. You know, like normal, I would recommend bringing some stuff to make a portal just in case something happens to you out there as soon as you land. But I'm just gonna go to some areas I haven't explored yet. Take a look around, and I'll show you what it's like when I get there. Yeah, it looks like the fish jumped out of the water now. Makes them a little bit easier to spot. There we go. That's kind of neat. Nice little touch. Adds some life to the world. Alright, so I've entered territory labeled Mistlands, but I'm still on the boat. I don't see too much going on here yet, but I guess we'll try to make landfall. It's usually when you know, all the jerks roll out. It is daytime. I don't know if that plays a role or not. Does it ever get foggy? Well, that's interesting looking. If I can get over there and murder it, though, that's a more interesting thing. Let's see what it has, or what goodies come out of it. It might be passive. But I think I'm getting to the actual island, or like the more landmass part, because so far it's been this rocky nonsense. There's no real good place to bring the boat in. I popped the wisp out. You see him floating around. I'm not sure what he's doing for me at the moment, if anything. Because I don't see a whole lot of mist here, only like just off in the distance, like typical. But I think that beach looks good. I'm going to make a play for it. Well, that's a little bit interesting. There's a little bit of a skirmish going on. Let's jump in there and seize the goodies. Oh, you're a big boy. Oh, yeah, they hit kind of hard. Yeah, don't screw up your block. Now I need to get out of the water. Oh, bit of trouble, bit of trouble. And I don't have a portal down yet. Okay. Ow. Okay. down he goes. I don't know if I got anything super interesting. I don't know what this stuff does yet. But these black marble tile. So it looks like the little dwarf thingies that we're fighting with it drop stuff too. But let's move on. This looks a bit more like what I was expecting. Alright, so I stored up materials in the boat, like I showed you earlier, just so I can very easily get back and forth. No, oh, capital. There you go. So since it took me forever to find this place, I'm just going to run back and rest up, and then we'll explore this place. So we're ready to explore. This Mistlands looks relatively large. One thing to keep in mind, though, just fix up your boat. I find the beating I took on the way here was pretty severe. So I've got level 4 of all the highest level gear from before the Mistlands, and I believe this is the best food that was available. So just to give you an idea of the experience that you may have, and if you're like me, your character's relatively old, and you'll have plenty of levels and jumping and running, hopefully, because, wow, getting around this place, I dislike the terrain. It's neat, but, wow, I hope they give you some additional traversal related things. Oh, it scared me. Interestingly enough, there is something labeled ancient armor. And there are many rabbits just willing to give me their iridescent scales. So, it's too hard. Okay, so I need the next level of mining equipment in order to acquire whatever that is. As you can see, my biome's kind of on the edge of a swamp, so I'm going to be dealing with that nonsense. But we'll be back with more. Well, this is a bit interesting too. I attempted to mine this and whatnot, but we had no effect on that. And the axe don't seem to do much. So this, Hewen gave me a little, some information. I need something harder to get this, but I believe that this is one of the resources for the new Mistlands, I imagine, for crafting material and advancement. Nothing too interesting at this point. I find the monster population is actually not nearly as high as what I was expecting. There's lots of hares, and I find like the difficulty spike, like from say the dark wood to how nasty the swamp was. We don't see that, so which is kind of nice. I was never really too fond of how sharp the difficulty turns were from biome to biome. Yeah, more ancient armor. This is kind of neat. I really hope I can mine this sometime soon. Well, I believe these are the dwarves that I was seeing, or at least I'm calling them dwarves. Oh, interesting. The dwarven mage survived my onslaught, or my sneak attack. Oh yeah, they're no slouches, that's for sure. Oh. Oh, goblin tactics, they're all over the place. Yeah, they're no slouches. Alright, a three-way battle. Oh, they can heal themselves. Yeah, very goblin-like. These are definitely... They're gonna be no pushovers, that's for sure. Oh, what do we got here? Humans having babies, that's what we have over here. Yeah, once you get into melee, there's nothing to them. Well, this gets interesting. They place down wards, so you're unable to build anywhere near their little dwarf house. So, running back and forth looks like it's going to be a thing. Alright, so far, I've gotten some wood from the dwarves. That's from some of the big ant creatures that are running around. This looks like it's probably one of the metals you're going to need to smelt down to make the current tools. I don't know where this comes from. I got it in a box in a dwarf hole. I got that from a tick. The black marble came from the dwarves, and I can mine it. And the hare hides, that also came from the hare. I'm not completely sure what they do yet, but at least we know where they come from. And that we have an item that doesn't teleport, so good probability it's for making the next set of tools or upgraded weapons. But I'll take this stuff back with me that I can teleport, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so my video is going a little long. I'm going to probably turn it into a two-parter, unfortunately. But thanks for hanging out with what's been going on so far. I'll post the next part probably just a bit later today. Got a couple of things to do, like to add things and whatnot. But thanks for showing up, and if you're having fun or whatever, you want to tell me what half this stuff does in the comments that I'm picking up, that'd be cool too. You want to leave some comments, some likes. Hopefully I see you again real soon.